to another video, and hoping each and every single one of you are having a magnificent day and an even more magnificent year so far. Still don't know how to start an intro. That's fine. Anyways, so it is 2021 now. Oh my gosh, I am so happy that 2020 is finally gone. There isn't a difference though. The only thing that I've noticed that's different is my calendars have restarted, and instead of 2020, they say 2021. That's it. We still have everything that was happening last year, besides the murder hornets. I haven't really heard of those recently. Oh well, anyways, so I'm pretty sure most people in the beginning of 2020 were like, I'm gonna have all these resolutions. Everyone does that for every year. I think everyone does that for the beginning of every year. And since it was the beginning, literally gonna fall, hold up. And since it was the beginning of a new decade, everyone was even more adamant about having all these resolutions and doing all this stuff, you know. I had some, my main one was to get my life together. That didn't happen. And I don't think it worked out for most people because of the quarantine and stuff. But I bought a planner and stuff to try to get my life together. And I filled it out when I first got it, dates and birthdays and stuff. And it was an adorable planner too. I loved that planner. But I never touched it. Besides that, I looked at it sometimes and I flipped through the pages, but I never actually used it. So I'm gonna try to do that type of stuff this year. Still gotta go shopping though. And I know it's already 2020, so I should already have all that stuff. But it's fine. So basically, what I'm getting at is last year I kind of put together a vision board, I think it's called, a dream board. I think it's called a dream board. And I put it all together really good notification. I put it all together and I put some pictures on this thing to print them out. I never did. I was very adamant about doing it though, and I even bought washi tapes for it, which I think are cute. They're really thin, so they're definitely not gonna be what I used to keep them on the thing. But yeah, and I don't have a piece of cardboard or anything, so my only thing was use this. I don't know if this would work though because of the texture, but we can try because I don't really have a huge piece of cardboard. I can look for a huge piece of cardboard. I don't know, what do people normally do? Picture frames? Don't they normally do a picture frame? I don't know. I've never done one. So I spent probably the last 2 hours, obviously a lot, an hour and a half. That was me actually just watching, because I had a video up on the background of just it was 2000 days hardcore Minecraft. That's what I was watching. And I had that on in the background. It was 2 hours long, and I had that on the background, and I probably only actually spent 30 minutes actually doing this, and the rest of the 2 hours was just spent watching it because I got so distracted. But yeah, you probably can't see it from here, but it's just a whole bunch, oh my gosh, why isn't this not working? There's a whole bunch of different things, what I want to do when I'm older, places I want to travel, those type of things. Obviously, it's not everything I want to do. It's just the things I can think off the top of my head, and I'll obviously add more as time goes by. But yeah, this intro is always long. I always have such long intros. I always blab on so much. But anyways, let's get into this, I guess. Let's do it. So I finally finished. Like I said, I want to print out some more because I forgot to, and these are super small ones and I'm really worried about losing them. But it's fine, you know. So I got all of these done. I even got up this one. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to print some more. So now it's time to go and cut them out. This is what it looks like. Obviously, everyone's gonna look different. Travel, places, I want to go to there. I want this dog. I want a dog like this. So it should be the 2 different colored eyes. I love those dogs. Paris, best friend goals, being rich, because everyone wants to be rich. Don't even say you don't want to be rich. Yes, you might be like, but I'd rather have love, true love. Well, guess what? You still want to be rich. You still want... And then, yeah, just more of that stuff. yeah. So now, let's print. I'm done with my vision board. I'm not gonna go over it though at the moment because I will do that in a separate video because I tend to rant. I just filmed just this part alone, after showing my vision board, and it was 12 minutes long. So I have a tendency to rant, and I don't really want to rant and make this video 30 minutes long because I will do that, especially if I show you each and every single one. So I'll just show you what it looks like at the finished thing. You can probably all obviously like be like, oh, she probably wants to go to Paris. Oh, she probably wants straight A's. She probably wants that ring or like to get married in the future, and you can probably like she probably wants to go to like that college, have like that dog, you know, have a bird. You can probably like tell why. Obviously, when I do the video and I go over every single thing separately, I will have like a little backstory as why I want that, like why I want like that bird, why I want that job, why I want, you know, why I want to go to Paris, you know, why like there will be a backstory, and that's why I'm not really doing it in this video alone. So yeah, but this is my vision board. That is what I've heard most people call it, so that's why I'm gonna call it a vision board. It does sound much nicer than a dream board, so I am gonna call it a vision board, you know, because what like you vision your future to look like. So yeah, so this is mine. You can obviously probably like guess what some of the pictures mean. Your own. Yeah, so I did incorporate every single picture I wanted to. It took me a very long time, actually, especially when I got towards the end and I started running out of space. I had to really chop off this picture. I was really running out of room, but I really wanted all of the things I had on here. I wanted them on here. So, yeah. Quick tips before I do say goodbye on how to make a vision board if you really want to do one. I know some people are like, well, you don't want to, like, put pictures on pictures. I definitely did. I did put pictures, overlapping pictures, and that's because I really thought I went on Pinterest, because most of them are from Pinterest. They're not all from Pinterest, but most of them are. And I went on Pinterest, and I was like, you know what? Thinking about that being in my future makes me happy. If I'm thinking about graduating, that makes me happy just to think about that. Excuse me. Thinking about going to concerts, that makes me happy. So if it makes you happy, thinking about that being in your future, put it on your vision board, because obviously you want to like think of happy thoughts when you look at this. Second tip is really kind of, I guess, how to manifest. How I've learned a really good tip how to manifest what you want in this, and how to like really just manifest things in general. So if you want, let me think. So to start off, when you put out bad things in the universe, bad things are more likely to happen. Like, bad overrides good, I guess you could say. Don't think about it like that, but like think about negative thoughts. Yes, negative thoughts. You'll tend to like see like negative thoughts like, oh my gosh, there are millions of spiders. I hate spiders. There's gonna be spiders in my room and I hate that. Though that's gonna happen more and more because you're putting out that into the universe more often, and that is stronger than that positive, like, I will not see spiders. Spiders are just there. I don't care if they're there. Like, that positive energy will, like, I guess won't come back as easy as all of that negative. Because you will notice you do tend to put out less positive than you do negative, and that more negative will override that small positive, if that makes sense. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, you really want like every single Harry Potter one that you can think of if you like Harry Potter, and you're like putting out into the like universe for like 2 weeks, you're like, I love having all these Harry Potter ones, blah blah blah, you know, and then you just stop because nothing's happening, nothing is going to happen. The best example I can think of is a job interview. So if it's a huge internship that like everybody wants, and it's going to be like 2 months before the interview like job place gets back to you saying whether or not you got the job, put out into the universe, oh my gosh, I love this new job I got. I love my job at this company, you know, whatever. Like, you already have the job. You, like, present tense, you have the job. But if you put out into the universe, I'm not going to get the job. I will never get the job. I'm not going to get the job. Why would I get the job? There's so much better. You're not going to get the job because you're putting that out into the universe. So the universe is going to give you that because whatever you put out, you're gonna get, especially if it's more than like, especially if you're putting more and you're not gonna get the job, then you are gonna get the job. You're gonna get more and more of what you ask for. And if you are saying, I'm not gonna get the job, you're asking to not get the job. So you're not gonna get the job. I'm sorry. It's just kind of how it works. That's how I've noticed it works. That's a super helpful tip that I've learned, and that a lot of people have learned. If you want to learn more about it, I guess a documentary you could watch is called The Secret on Netflix. It's like older. It's kind of a lot though. If you like, I wouldn't watch it all in one sitting. Kind of just like let it kind of like slowly like process in your brain. But yeah, this is it. And those are some like tips. Again, if it makes you happy thinking about being rich in your future, put a picture so you remember that you want to be rich. So then, and another tip about making your vision board is make it look nice. So some people might be like, that is way too crowded, there's way too much going on, I can't look at that. I can look at it just fine. I can look at this and be like, I want everything on here. I'm gonna go to all these places, I want all of this in my future. So I can hang it up on my wall, so every single night as I'm going to bed, I can see this and be like, and like manifest that as I like am going to bed. Like, oh, I can't wait to go to Paris when I'm older, da, 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 da. I can't wait to do this, I'm so happy about that, you know. But if you make this and you're like, oh, it's so ugly, and you shove it into a drawer and you just don't care about it and you never look at it again, you're not going to be thinking about this every single time you look at your wall. You're not going to be thinking about having all of this as often as you would if it was just on your wall because you liked how it looked. So make it appealing to your eye. It doesn't have to be appealing to other people's eyes, because I'm sure there's plenty of people that think this is way too, I don't know how to say, way too, like, there's just too much going on for some people to be able to look at it all the time. I think this is fine, because like I said, looking at this just gives me joy, thinking about going to all these places, having all of this, just, yeah. And another thing, put things, like, I would be okay with having this in 1 month, 2 weeks even, but I don't want to get married for like 10 years, so really make it, like, not all of this has to happen in your near future. Some of it can happen in like 20 years from now, for like all I know. Like, so like really just put anything that in your future at all, put it on here. So yeah, I don't want to rant too much more because it's already been 7 minutes and 29 seconds. But yeah, so if you make a vision board, DM me a picture on Instagram or tag me if you post it on Instagram. Tag me so I can see it, because I would love to see your guys' vision boards, because that would just be like, oh, you want to do that? That's so cool. Oh, I want to do that too. I didn't put it on my vision board, but I would still love to do that, you know? Yeah, so really, and if you DM me a picture of it, I will definitely get back to you, and I will definitely be like, oh yeah, I love that, or at least I will try to as much as I can. But yeah, that's my vision board. Stay tuned for the video of me going through each and every single individual picture to kind of tell you, especially if you don't know some of these locations that I have, like if you don't know where this is, I know that I can like tell you, like, and I can obviously tell you like, what, like, why are there rocks right there, you know? Just, yeah, so you can kind of get a better understanding. So it's been 8 minutes and 26 seconds. I really don't want to rant too much, but yeah, DM me a picture or tag me in a picture if you post it on Instagram, because I am really most active on Instagram. That's really, like, the only way you can really get to me, like, because on TikTok, I don't really think you can DM me on TikTok. If you can, I guess scroll right for it, but I don't know if you can. So yeah, this is my thing, my dream board. I did have fun creating it. Also, another thing that I forgot to add earlier, make sure you're happy as you're creating this. Making sure you're thinking that you're not like, oh, I have to do this. Don't think of making a vision board as a chore. Think of doing it just as a fun time passer. So that's what I have for you. I know it's already been 9 minutes and 5 seconds, like ran a lot, so I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, DM me a picture of this. Tag me in a picture of making your vision boards, because I would really love to see them. And I guess that's all. Bye! So it has been a very long time. Definitely over an hour. But it took me a long time trying to figure out where to place everything and then gluing it. And a lot of things got put in different spots than I originally planned to put them. A lot of things stayed the same, especially in this top corner, the few things, and yeah. And I'm not even done yet. I do have to print out more pictures because there's a lot of blank space, especially right here and at the bottom, but There's a piece of hair. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of blank space right here. During laying out, this was originally all the way over here, and this over here didn't really look like this. Over this section though, mainly, like, from here and then all the way down to, like all of these were, stayed where they were planned. This stayed where it was. This ended up, I didn't like any way that this went, so we just slipped it underneath, so I can just pull this out. And honestly, I think if I wanted to, I could slip in the actual concert ticket I used for my NCT concert, even though that's not BTS, it's like still a concert ticket. I don't know. I want to try that one sec. So yeah, if I wanted to, I could take my actual ticket and put it in here. I was like, no, I'm not going to, but yes, just a little pocket. Then I have all these little things. Several of the things though, like this, well, mainly this actually. This right here, it's not really like a thing. It's just, I thought it was a cute picture, so I wanted to add it. But yeah, so what I have so far, obviously, like I said, I need to add a lot more. I probably won't finish it today. I will hopefully finish it before Monday, for the 4th. It's the 1st right now. Hopefully finish it by, the 4th. I don't know if I will. I like to put things off sometimes. I'm surprised I did this as soon as I did. But yeah, so this is what it looks like so far. So I finished it all. I finished cutting out everything. I only printed and cut it out for more things, but I really felt like there were things I really wanted to add, and it just helped tie it all together. You can see my ring light, where I set it up for that time lapse. And then this is all my other stuff. So now it is the time to lay it all out and stuff, and then glue it, and then use the washi tapes and like those type of things. Maybe add some black paper here and there. I don't know. You know, whatever just comes to me at the time. And the cutting out, so boring. I'm so happy I can watch stuff on my TV. But I'll just get into it.